school, I never really dated anyone. So it really didn't take long for like the rumors to start that like, hey, I might be gay. And I don't really blame them because like looking at me, I'd think the same thing. One day I was sitting on the couch having a deep conversation with someone, and eventually the topic of relationships came up, and the person like looked at me dead in the eyes and said, Levi, I just want to let you know, if you're gay, that's totally okay, and I'm here for you. Thanks, Mom, but I'm definitely straight. But I don't really mind her asking though, like it feels good, I have a huge family, I like knowing that they support me. Speaking of my family, I saw my grandfather for the first time a few months ago. I had never met him, and it was like really cool seeing him. People always told me that I looked just like him. I didn't really see the resemblance though. It might be for the fact that he was cremated like 7 years ago. But yeah, back to the whole girls thing. I'm just super awkward, like as you can tell. I feel like every conversation I either like have with a girl is either me like showing the girl that I have absolutely like no interest, but like still trying to remain friends, or it's like me flirting so subtly that no one even notices, and I just get like sad and uncomfortable. There's no middle ground. But yeah, like the first girl I ever really fell for was during my junior year of high school. There was this girl I had a huge crush on, and I even got confirmation from her older sister that she liked me. So I really had nothing to lose, but I was still just totally nervous and weird about it. So I didn't even address it with the girl. I was just like, sick! And then just continued treating her like every other person. And I was just confused why she started dating my best friend 8 months later. I thought we were going strong. But if it hasn't been abundantly clear by this point, I'm currently single and not in any type of relationship. Surprisingly enough, however, I did start dating a girl freshman year, and we were together for almost 2 years, ending this past August. But we were just at like different points in our life when we broke up. I was going to be a junior in high school, planning like my future. She was about to start high school. So it just didn't work out for those reasons. And while I'm not like desperate or currently seeking a relationship, I feel like desperate girls usually come to me. Do I give off that vibe or something? Case in point, this past October I worked at a haunted house. And first off, let me say, it's not as fun as you think. If you go to a haunted house and like your first reaction when someone jumps out at you is to like punch, don't go to a haunted house. Also, yeah, it wasn't as fun as I imagined. I thought it was gonna be a bunch of like college kids like causing mischief, having fun, jumping out at people. In reality, it was a bunch of like 50-year-old men who just got off to the idea of like scaring people, and it was just uncomfortable. Half the people, I was half as young as most of the people with 3 times as many teeth. But nevertheless, the first night I was working there, 2 girls came up to me and they asked if I would add them on Snapchat. But the worst part about that is I was wearing a hockey mask and like a black cloak. So it's not even like they were thinking, oh, he looks like he might be kind of cute under all that zombie makeup. It was more of a, oh, he looks like he's the right size. But it's crazy, but 30 minutes later, after I said no, they came back, spent another $15 each, ran through the haunted house to get to my scene, and asked me again to add them on Snapchat. And I don't know what's worse, the fact that these 2 girls that I never met are asking a stranger in a hockey mask to add them on Snapchat, or the fact that I did. They're just really cute. I still have them on this day. Yeah. And while I know I keep saying I'm not like actively seeking out a relationship, I'm still obviously keeping my options open. If something happens, I'm more than happy to try it out. The other day, though, in math class, the girl next to me offered to set me up with someone. The only issue was, it was her 17-year-old daughter. And the legality of that aside, I of course politely declined, not because I was scared of it not working out, but I was scared that it would. And I don't know, I just didn't want to be making out with her daughter and get interrupted because her mom needed help on the homework. I just thought that would be like way uncomfortable. And even if things went well and things worked out beautifully, it just wouldn't be a cute story. I don't want to be standing on the dance floor at my wedding reception with the microphone in my hand, saying, yeah, I was sitting in math class one day, and the girl next to me asked to borrow my pen. We got to talking, one thing led to another. Who would have known that that same girl would one day be my beautiful and lovely mother-in-law? Thanks, guys.